It's Friday, so you know what that means. Let's go thrifting. It has been a fun week of thrifting, and I cannot wait to show you all of the treasures I found. I found a lot this week, but first I'm going to take you into the stores with me really quick and show you some of the treasures I'm finding. Look at these bowls. Oh, they are so nostalgic. I love them. That's one thing I love to do when I am shopping and thrifting, is seeing things that are very nostalgic. And then this beautiful hutch. I wish I got it. It was like $35, right? Something like that. Why didn't I get it? I thought it was a little too short, but now I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't get it. And look at this Jello mode. It didn't have the top, but remember my Jello mode from my Tupperware one? And this little pie had like little potpourri pie, but it reminded me of the little pies that I love to make, but the ones that I do usually have the muslin on it, but I thought that was cute. And I always love finding seasonal decor. How cute is this pumpkin casserole dish? I mean, that's the fun about thrifting. You always find really different things, and then you're like, I need that. And then look at how pretty this is. I love this little tureen, another Tupperware. I love this one. I didn't get it, but I should have. And I love this hanging basket. Probably the greens need a little fluffing up, but I like the basket, and I love this little primitive picture here. Super cute too. Just so many fun treasures. I love just looking around and seal a meal. I love it. Just very, classic and nostalgic. And then the s'mores melting tray. I wish I got this for when we are at the fire pit in the summer, and I thought these plates were really pretty too. They were so, affordable for a nice stack of really pretty plates. Of course, I always love looking at the pictures, and look at this beautiful one. Like, if you saw that at Target, it would have been like, maybe put a 2 or 3 in front of that 5, right? And I always spot little Williamsburg things. You know how much I love Williamsburg. Look at this, cup here too that says Williamsburg. I always get a kick out of that. And I thought this little rocking horse was cute. Then I went to a new thrift store that I haven't been to yet. And, well, it's an Anvitz, but it's one that I haven't been to. I love these plates. Now, if that whole stack was that price, I probably would have grabbed them. But they were each plate. I thought that was kind of high. And look at this pretty plate too. I loved it. But again, I thought it was a little pricey for the one plate, and I don't decorate with too much red, but I kind of would, if it was cheaper, I would have gotten it. Then a Currier Knives little tin I thought was cute, but I have other things that have this picture on it, so I didn't get it. Then the Liberty Blue. I love Liberty Blue. They also had it at the Anvitz too. Also spotted some fall scrap, of course, some plates, and then the cup as well. So I've had another fun week of thrifting and have found lots of treasures. Let me know in the comments if you have gone thrifting lately and what your favorite treasure is. So I will let you know right off the bat, I did not find any Currier and Ives this week, but that's fine. I did find quite a bit of fall scrap. And what's so funny is I found a few pieces, and then I went to another store and I'd find even more of it at a better price, or like the complete set. So it's kind of but when you find something, even if it's just half of it, you grab it, but you never expect then the very next store you're gonna find the whole thing. So I'm gonna get right to it. So first off was the fall scrap gravy boat. You guys know I love collecting fall scrap, specifically the Heritage Collection. So I was so happy when I went to Savers and I found the fall scrap gravy boat. I love it. I have not found it. So I finally found it. So I was really excited to find it. Now, when I look for my fall scrap, I like to find that it's got this stamping on the bottom of it. Can you see that? That's what I like. There is some newer fall scrap that will have just like a regular stamp. It may even say dishwasher safe. I like this one right here. So that's the one that I collect. So I love the Gravy Boat. I was so happy I got it. It was $2.99, and when I shop at Savers, I'm part of the Savers Club, so I have either rewards to use or I donate something, so I always save at least 20%. So if you have a local Savers, make sure you sign up for the Savers Club or take something to donate to get your coupon. And if they don't give you a coupon, ask for the coupon when you donate something. So anyways, I grabbed the Gravy Boat. Then I go to AmVets, and I go to another AmVets that I've never been to before. It's downtown in Buffalo. I'm south of Buffalo, so I never get to this neck of the woods, but I was kind of in that area, so I figured, let me go check it out. Well, I go there, and I thought the prices were kind of high compared to other AmVets I go to. But B, I find the complete set with the Gravy Boat and the plate that goes with it. So then the thing of it is, I think it was $7, right? I can't remember. I'll have to look at the video again. And this was $2.99 and then the 20% off. I kind of am mad that I just didn't get the 1-2 so I'd have the complete set, because how likely am I going to find the plate that goes with it? I may, but I should have just grabbed it, but I was so mad because literally, honest to God, it was like right before the same time that, you know, I had this in my car. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what are the chances? You know, but that is thrifting for you. But I was happy to find this stuff. It's just because I was so mad at the situation. I didn't get the other one, but now I kind of wish I did. Why didn't I? Anyways, so this was one of my Falstaff finds to add to my Falstaff Heritage Collection. And that seems to be the theme of the week, is that I find something, I was so excited to find it, and then I find it at another store at a better price and more bang for my buck. Because it also happened with these plates too. So I found these Falstaff plates. They were a set of 2 for $2.99 of the larger dinner size plates. So I got 2 of them. Now remember, a couple weeks ago, I found the other ones that were slightly smaller, and then I realized that some of the stamps on the back of them were the newer stamps, and because I didn't check it in the store. This one actually kind of looks a little, not exactly the same as some of the other ones. Oh well. But that happened to me too. So I found these. I just realized that these are a little bit different too. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So anyways, these, I found the dinner plates, but then I go to Goodwill and I found a stack of plates, saucers, smaller plates for $7.99. I think I counted what? For $7.99, there was just a ton of plates. I lost count of them. But I already got these, and I already have like the smaller plates and then the saucer. So I was like, but now I kind of wish I did, because I just realized that the stamping is a little bit different than the other ones I have. And these were $2.99, less than 20% for just 2 plates. But I was happy to find like the bigger one. But man, oh man, that other set was a bargain for $7.99 and such a huge stack of plates too. So these were, I might go back and get that other stack now, just because. So I got 4 plates, but they were $2.99 for 2, $2.99 for 2, then the 20%. Much better deal to get that whole set of 3 different size plates. But I already got these. Can you believe it? Gravy Boat, then I find the whole set. Plates, then I find a bigger set. But so these were my Falstaff pieces, but there's a couple more. In that set of Falstaff plates, that large stack of plates for $7.99 at Goodwill, was the bowl. So I did get the bowl too. It was only $3.99. I have a larger bowl. I don't have the smaller one. So I was kind of happy about that. You know, that was a win, right? There's the stamping on the back. So this was only $3.99. This was with that big stack of plates for $7.99. See, it's the hunt. You find some things and then you find it better somewhere else, you know. So sometimes you just, like, for me, I get so excited when I find it that I just get it usually if it's something that I collect. But sometimes I need to pause and wait, because I might find a bigger stack, bigger stack too. But so I grabbed this bowl, which I just like this size bowl too. And there's one more piece of Falstaff. And my last piece of false craft that I found this week was, there's a little, some stuff on it, was this napkin holder. This was different. I was excited, and it was only $1.99. So this was a nice little find too, for $1.99 to go with the rest of the false craft that I found this week. I also did see the salt and pepper shakers, but there was a lot of like the grazing on it that was a little too much. I said that I did hold off. I said I'm gonna wait a little bit more to find a better set. If it was like maybe $1 or $2, I probably would have grabbed it, but I think it was what, $3.99 or $5.99. I said I'm gonna wait and find one that's in a little bit better condition, but I was happy to at least see it. I just didn't buy it this week because I'm bound to find that. So that was all of the false craft that I found this week. So keeping in the theme of false craft, I get questions all the time about my plate rack. That you guys love that plate rack that I got years ago at a local shop. And I tried to find the source for it to find one similar. And I can't find one. But if I ever do, I will definitely announce it here or mention it. But anyways, I did find, and I thought this was kind of coordinate, and I plan on putting it back there. So I'll show you that here after I'm done showing you all the things. I found this cute little plate stand, so it just puts 2 different plates. So my thought was, I'm going to try to do this without dropping it. Isn't that cute? It was only $2.48. I found it at AMVETS. I did see that other plate stand at Savers that kind of reminded me of that. Of course, it was orange, but and it had like pumpkin spice on it. Can I do this one? Can I do this one-handed? Look at how cute that is for little treats or something. So I'm going to put that back there on that table. And I think because of the coloring, do you see how nice it kind of coordinates with the color of my other plate rack too? It was only $2.48. And then I thought it's a nice way to also display some of my larger false craft plates. So everything, oh, I'm shaking here a little bit. I thought I was so excited about everything, but then, you know, then I get mad when I find other, you know, at other places more to the collection. But so this was a really cute find too. And I see plate stands and things like this all the time thrifting. So if you're looking for one, you know, be on the hunt for them at a thrift store because you're bound to find these. I see things like this all the time, but I really liked this one because it coordinates so nice with the gray, the silver of this along with this. So when I'm done showing you all my haul, I'll kind of show you this next to it, but I'm going to put it over there. Next up, and this is why I love the thrill of the hunt and I love thrifting because you never know what you're going to find. You never know. I was talking to this gentleman there. He was so sweet. And he was like reminiscing about some of the pieces. I was holding up the Curiosity Shop plates and he was like, oh, I remember those. I said, that's one of the fun things about thrifting. Maybe you're not going to buy everything you see, but it's just fun kind of taking a walk down memory lane when you see certain things. So that's just like half the fun because you're going to see things that you may need or see things that you want and it's such a good price or it's just fun to look at. Well, anyways, when I love thrifting, I always kind of want, you know, I'm on my lookout for just different and unique things. And this caught my eye. It's a little honey pot. I just thought it was pretty because look at how pretty detailed it is. Isn't it pretty? It'd be something you'd see at in a pottery shop. This was only $4.99 too. Is it catching it? I think so. $4.99. Even came with the little scoop, you know, the little honey dipper. $4.99 and then my 20% off. So like $3 something, right? But you know, I always like to investigate. I always investigate. Oftentimes when I'm doing it right in the store, which I often suggest. So if you're looking for the stamping, you kind of Google a few words and I always, you know, suggest it too. So, it said here, I don't know if you're going to catch that here. Let me see if I can zoom in. See right there? It had in there, Row Pottery Works. Right there. So I saw that stamping in there. I had to turn my flashlight on because I didn't have my reading glasses on. I'm like, what is this? So I found, but I was able to look that up and I'll post a picture here. What I found, I mean, it actually kind of goes for a little bit of money. It was worth had a little value to it. Cute little find. I mean, I was going to grab it even if it didn't have any value, but then I, you know, come to find out it's, you know, had a little bit of a value to it too. So, you know, extras for it. So I thought that's so cute. Don't you love it? It reminds me, of course, of like something in Williamsburg. You'd seen the cute little shops there. I love the detail on it too. I just thought this was so cute. So a fun little find thrifting this week. And speaking of Williamsburg, well, actually a couple things. So I also found this. I thought was cute too. What, $2.99, right? $2.99. There's the top. It actually, the lid comes off of it too. So I'm going to be a little careful. I just thought this was different. There wasn't really any markings on it, but I just thought it was cute, different. Kind of reminded me of some kind of like pottery you would see in Williamsburg, right? I liked the coloring on it. Isn't that cute? $2.99, 20% off. Thought it was a great little deal. I mean, if you go, to, any kind of store or the craft store, Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx, any of those kind of things, even online, this, if you find something like this, would definitely not be like, about $2, right? So the fun of thrifting, the thrill, the hunt, and a good deal too. I mean, you gotta love thrifting. That's why I love thrifting so much, because not only am I always looking for things that have a little bit of value or things that I collect or very nostalgic things, but just really nice, unique pieces to decorate my home with, and it's such an affordable way to decorate your home too. So hopefully when I show you these things every Friday, it inspires you to kind of go out thrifting to find some new treasures, because you could say, you know what, I'm gonna give myself $10, I'm gonna give myself $20, and just that fun of being able, whatever you can afford, to just go out thrifting for the day. You have a fun day, grab your coffee, maybe grab a friend and go out thrifting. And the amount of stuff that you can get, like when I say, because I always love to save my receipts, I'll walk out with a bag full of treasures for like under $20, and like this one bag you'll see here, like just a lot of stuff, and I'm like, it's satisfying. It satisfies that if you love to shop like I do, you get so much bang for your buck thrifting. And you're going to find unique things that you're not going to find it, everywhere else too. So, but hopefully these inspire you to kind of be on the lookout for things, when you're thrifting as well, whether it be the plate stands or the false graph or, different little treasures I find too. So that's why I like to show you this stuff each week too, so you can kind of be on the lookout and seeing things that you can find at the thrift store too. So anyways, this was another little find thrifting this week as well. And all of this stuff, honest to God's truth, has been a week's worth of thrifting. So I run in, like I've mentioned before, sometimes I'm going in for like literally a quick, because I'm running an errand, I stop, I run in, because my daughter was really proud of me though. The other day I was in the car and I passed the thrift store, and I think she wasn't going to say anything, and I drove by because we had other things going on. So I drove by, she's like, wow, Mom, I'm impressed. I mean, trust me, the urge was there, but I had other things going on, so I couldn't. But sometimes I'm literally like running in, and Eden loves to go with me when I'm running errands, but oftentimes when I go to the thrift store, that's not her thing. So she'll just sit in the car and talk to her friends or listen to music. But sometimes I'm literally running in, doing a quick little power thrift and just seeing what catches my eye, and maybe I find something, maybe I don't. Oftentimes I walk out, I don't have anything, but sometimes I walk out, with the, basketball stuff. So anyways, next up, I like this. Now, I love these kind of lanterns, don't you? I have actually several of these throughout my house, but I didn't pay $7.99, then 20% off. So look at it's obviously dirty. It needs a good clean. And it still has the batteries in it too that work. It's not zooming very well, is it? Because it's all glassy and dirty. There we go. Maybe that'll help. So it had the candle is attached to it. Batteries were still in it, which they're still working. You can see it going. Pretty little wood base. I'm thinking about maybe painting it black to kind of go, but I'm unsure yet. So right now I'm just keeping it like this. Obviously it needs a really good clean. Take the tape off, but I just got it, a couple days ago, so I haven't had a chance to clean it off yet. But I love it. Reminds me of Williamsburg. I love these beautiful glass lantern candle holders. And think about even too for fall and for Christmas, you could have a really pretty candle ring around it, putting a wreath on it too. Really, really pretty coffee table centerpiece too, don't you think? I loved it. And then $7.99, 20% off. So what a good deal, including the flameless candle. Again, it's attached, but a great find. I always love looking for candle holders, the ones that I put on my fireplace. If you missed my fireplace makeover, I'll link it above here too. It just turned out amazing. And all of the cozy feels going on, but I put candle holders there that I found thrifting as well too. So this I kind of went with it too. If you saw that video, this kind of reminded me of it too. But like I said, I may paint the base black. Let me know what you think. I'm unsure if I want to, so I kind of have it this color still too. But I thought this was a great find thrifting and a great price too. So here it is again, and when I flipped it over, I actually realized it's a Luminara. I didn't realize it until I flipped it over. So I decided to paint the base. So I'm going to remove the candle from the base, and I debated about just painting it, but I figured I'll just spray paint it. It'll be a lot easier. So I took it outside, spray painted it, and then once it was dry, I put the candle back on, and just like that, look at how pretty. I love it. You could do any color. I decided to go with black, and I love how this turned out. And another candle holder I found was this one, which reminded me of the ones that I put on my mantle. And this one was only $6.99. And I got it for 20% off too. I thought it was just, I love the pretty shape. Now this did have the black base, just like the ones that I put on my fireplace. And I thought this was really pretty. Plus it takes a taper candle too. But of course you could put a bigger candle in there and just set it on top of that too. But I thought this was so pretty. I love candle holders because it just gives you that cozy glow. And I love cozy glow year round, not just for Christmas and fall. Year round cozy glow. Midsummer, give me the glow. Hot summer day, give me the glow. I love a cozy glow year round. But I thought this was so pretty. It reminded me of my Williamsburg kind of, you know, decor as well. That colonial cottage farmhouse look. So $6.99, 20% off. Cute little fine thrifting. So I told you lots of treasures this week. This is a pretty big haul. You know, sometimes some weeks I do really, really good. Some weeks I, you know, just get a couple things. But I love this basket. So I went to another Savers that's in the North Towns. I'm in the South Towns of Buffalo. So there's South Towns, Buffalo, North Towns. So I went to the North Towns and I hit this Savers before I went to Trader Joe's. So if you caught my Trader Joe's haul, I'll link that video above. Prior to that, I ran into Savers. And I found this beautiful basket. Isn't it different and pretty? I love the handles on it. Cute, isn't it? Loved it. Oops. I just love the style and so different. There's the inside. I love thrifting for baskets. If you're looking for some new baskets for your home, if you just need one or two, if you're not looking for like a huge quantity of the same basket, go to the thrift store. Do yourself a favor, save yourself some money, go thrifting. And this one was $6.49, 20% off of that. So you can get an idea of what I paid for it. Pretty basket. I'm still looking for my Longaberger canister basket, particularly the large. But at this point, if I find any, I'll be so happy. But I'm looking for the large Longaberger canister basket with the canister included. One of these days, I'm going to find it thrifting, and I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to be so happy. But the hunt continues for that, and that's the thrill of the hunt, because you never know. One day I'll find it. I will be so excited. But in the meantime, I have this really pretty basket too. Isn't it pretty? I actually found another basket. Oh, actually, I found two other baskets, but you'll see them here coming up here. But isn't this one pretty? I loved it. So this was, and how pretty for stems, greenery for this time of year, for fall and Christmas. You know, seasonal stems too. I think this will be so pretty. So can't wait to find a little home for this, but I thought this was really a cute little basket too. And I always love shopping the seasonal decor year round, especially if you are somebody like me that loves fall and Christmas decor. So you kind of get sad, you know, when Christmas is over and fall's over, when they're like the decor is out in the stores. It's kind of sad, right? But if you go thrifting, it is Christmas and fall year round. So you can hit that aisle and you can always see Christmas decor. So I love it because I always get sad at the end of like the season when Christmas decor is gone, because I love looking at it. Even if I'm not going to buy it all, I like looking at it. So when I'm thrifting, I am always hitting the seasonal decor. Don't miss it. Don't be like, oh, it's not Christmas, I don't need anything, unless you don't need anything. But don't always take that few minutes and zip down that aisle, because you will find a treasure too that you're going to be so happy. Your future self will thank you that you bought, you know, something for Christmas. So when you pull it out, then when you decorate for fall or Christmas or whatever season, the item here I have will be for next Easter. You'll be thankful. Your future self will be happy. So that is how I am feeling about the bunny. I found this bunny and I thought it was so cute. So At Home store, you may have seen it, around on the social media. There was a bigger bunny. Now this was a decent size, but there was, and I saw it at Home too. I think I even shared it on my At Home store shop with me. Did I? Maybe, I can't remember. I'll link that video above. Anyways, there was a big rattan wicker bunny like this at Home. It was like $70. No, I was not going to spend that kind of money. But I found this little guy. Well, he's not that little. He's actually kind of big. Isn't he cute? Now, he does have some stuff on the back, but I'm going to just take this stuff off. Anyways, he was $4.49. Then the 20%. So next year when I pull Mr. Bunny out, I'm going to be so happy that I got him for like $3 and change. And I'm going to take off the little ribbon. I could even flip that around. Oh, wait, does it say? I didn't know if it had the company on it. I'm going to take all this stuff off because if you saw the At Home bunny that was kind of viral, I guess you would say, this year, that had like this kind of look to it. I think it was like $69. I don't mark my words, but I saw him when I was even there too, when I went to At Home, and there was just no way I was going to spend that money. But $3.50-ish, right? With the 20% off. Yes, I will take this. So he's going to be super cute, whether I use him inside or on the porch. Cute, and what a steal too. Like, so don't ever pass up the seasonal decor, especially if you love seasonal decor. And this is the time of year to do it, because once Christmas and fall, if you're looking for fall or Christmas, then people are looking a little bit more, but you kind of get more of the pickings. That aisle's always kind of empty unless I'm there, then I'm in it. But check out seasonal decor and find yourself some treasures. Your future self will be so thankful you did. Like, I'll be so happy when I use this bunny next year. And my last treasure at that Savers, well, I got the false craft gravy boat there too, but I already showed you that. So I got the bunny, the basket, the false craft gravy boat, because then I went to that other Ham Vets because I was up in the Northtown area, and that's where I found the gravy boat set. Phooey. But anyways, look at this beautiful picture I found. I love finding pictures at the thrift store. This one is of Merchant Square, Williamsburg. Like, how could I not? But it's so pretty too. I hope there's not a glare. I'm kind of holding it sideways so you can see. It was $6.99. Of course, at 20% off. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't it gorgeous? Beautifully framed and matted too. There's the back. Beautifully framed. I wish it just says Colonial Williamsburg, Merchant Square. I cannot read the artist name. I love this so much. My love for Williamsburg. Love my Williamsburg. And I just thought this picture was beautiful. I really honestly want to use it in here. I was hoping, if it was meant to be, that there would actually be two. Imagine if there were two just like this. I wanted to do one on each side of the hutch, but there was only one. But that was what I was envisioning, having one on each side of the hutch like this. I'm going to try to see if I can find the artist. I cannot read the name of it. If you know who it is, let me know in the comments, because I would love to get a matching one and have one on each side of the hutch too. I love the color of the frame. I love the wood. I love the picture. I'm going to just stop for a second so you can admire it too. Isn't it beautiful? I love it so much. So this again was $6.99, and then the 20% off. I mean, what a steal, right? Like, what, framed, matted, beautifully framed, beautifully matted, ready to hang for $6, right? Roughly. You can't find that anywhere. So I had to run into Target the other day, and I just really quickly was looking at like their pictures. I wasn't even looking, like I was walking by, and just how expensive those things are when you can go to the thrift store and find a unique piece for a few bucks. So I love that one. So I was so happy I found this thrifting this week too.
So I really wanted to use this in the dining room, but for the time being, I'm going to put it on the mantle until I find a permanent home, because I really want to enjoy it, and I actually like it here too. Like I mentioned, when I did the mantle, I did want to find a picture for the mantle too. But so it works out. I layered it with the mirror. I added also that other little piece of pottery that I found thrifting too. And this is how it looks.
And when I popped in the Salvation Army where I got the napkin holder, I also got this. So there's up in the North Towns, I went to the Savers. That's where I then also, I mentioned the AMVETS that I got, where I saw the gravy boat, but there's the Salvation Army right there too. And I thought this basket was so pretty. I just like the detail. I like the curve to it. Isn't it pretty? It was $4.99, a little bit more than I would, you know, but I just like this. Sometimes you just see a shape and a size and how cute it was that I couldn't resist. I'll probably take this off, or when I display the basket, I like to kind of just more plain. But it was $4.99 at Salvation Army. And I always find usually things are very reasonable at Salvation Army too. Recently, what did I get there? Like the copper I found there recently that I shared with you a few months ago. I just thought this was a really pretty basket to display anywhere. Put some seasonal florals in it too, dripping out. Pretty for a table. I don't know. I thought it was really cute. Like I said, I'm probably going to take this off if I can. If I can, I'll just, you know, display the basket this way. But I just thought it was a really pretty and different basket and a good price too. And I did find some items that I'm going to be crafting with. So you'll have to stay tuned for that on Monday. So I'm not sharing those items. I'll share those Monday. So, you know, keep you in suspense, right? Anyway, so last stop for this week's treasure hunt was Goodwill. And it's a Goodwill that's actually right near me. I'm sorry, I got a hair in my face. First, I was unsure about this, but I was just drawn to it. And that's the thing about thrifting. And I said, if I don't get it, because this happens to me far too often, and you've seen it before, like with the potpourri pot and stuff like that. I don't get it. I get home and I stew on it and I dwell on it and I think about it. And then I'm running there the next morning, hoping it's still there, or, you know. So I said, I keep telling myself, just get it, you know. But anyways, I thought these were just so cute. So when I was checking out, even the girl was like, oh, I love these too. So then I was like even happier I got them. So I think they're taped together. They were $7.99. I think they're two like little zigzags with the pipberry and the stars. Now I'm thinking with the stars, my thought process is, well, A, loving it for fall, right? Loving the pipberry for the fall. I'm thinking of doing my Mod Podge cinnamon on these to give them that really rustic look that I do. I actually shared here, and I'll post that little video above, when I took those stars, those Dollar Tree stars, and I did the cinnamon Mod Podge to make them look rusty. So I may do that with these too, may. But I believe, they're still in the packaging, that they're like two little zigzaggies, but how cute would they be in your planters? But I just thought these were really cute for fall. And especially if I paint these too. And these, so I was kind of unsure, but I said, I know if I don't get them, I'm going to be mad at myself. $7.99 for the whole stem of them. I should take them out and see what they look like, but I like them kind of all together right now until I actually want to use them. But I think they're, by the look of it, right, it looks kind of like they're just two like little zigzaggy things that you could, I thought would be really cute for like a planter, you know, for fall, or you could stick them in a basket. Ooh, in a basket. Let's see. You could have them in a basket too. Add some like fairy lights in it. Something like that too. I don't know. I just like them. I was drawn to it, and I said, if I don't get them, I'm going to be mad at myself. So just the fun of thrifting and finding things that you're just not expecting to find. And you know, if you went, like I know if I went to this primitive shop that I love, I would find these and they would not be $7.99 for all of this. It'd probably have a 2 or 3 next to that 7. So I snagged these, and I just thought these would be really cute for, you know, a little fall vignette with the little pipberry in it too. So this was one of the finds that I got at Goodwill near me. So next up at the Goodwill, I've been looking for like a really pretty letter holder, and specifically like a raw wood looking one. And I see them all the time thrifting, but they're not kind of my style, or they have some detailing on it or whatever. But then I found this one and I thought it was kind of pretty. I like the size. It's a really cute letter holder that you can hang. And I like that it had that older look to it. I don't know if it's coming across orangey, because it's really not very orangey. Maybe, I don't know if it's the lighting. But I just liked that it gave it that primitive cottage colonial look. And then it even had like the little hooks for keys on the bottom too. I love the wornness on it, don't you? You can see where there's maybe some pencils in here and stuff, but that just adds to the charm, you know? And even better, you guys, it was only $3.99. $3.99 for that. Can you see? I don't even know if I can see. I just thought this was really a pretty find for $3.99. Like, such a steal. And again, I like this. I wanted that very neutral raw wood type of look. And I see them all the time thrifting, and I've been looking for one, but they always have like maybe something that's just not my style. Or they have like where it says like letters and bills and things like that. I just wanted something very simple like this. And so I came across this for $3.99. Got the little hanger back here too. So I was excited to finally find this. I don't plan on doing, maybe cleaning it up a little bit with some of the pencil marks, but they're not even that noticeable, but just a fun find thrifting this week too. Down to the final 2 items. So I love this. This is like a pet bed basket. I loved the coloring on it too. It didn't have the pillow in there, you know, the cushion in the bottom, but I have plenty of those that I can add in there. And you know, I have a small dog, we have our cats, and you know, sometimes I just have like their little pet cushions like just on the ground. But I just thought this was really cute. And obviously big size too. But I love that wicker look, that wicker color, and it was only $5.99. So one of those things when you go thrifting, you just never know what you're gonna find, right? And it wasn't like I was on the lookout for a wicker pet bed, but when I saw this, I said, if I went to Home Goods, I would probably not spend $5.99 on this. So I just told myself, get it, Jen, or you're gonna regret it. So really nice size and perfect for our animals too, or whether our cat uses it or Oreo uses it, because you know we have all the small animals. So I just thought this was a great find. I'll put a cushion in it and you know add it probably, I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I thought it was a cute find thrifting this week too. And last but not least, thrifting at Goodwill. This was my final find this week. This was my last stop this week. And really, actually my last thing, I was walking out and I came across this. And I've seen these. Funny enough, when I was at Savers, I found like the coordinating cake stand, but it was $19.99. If it was cheaper, I might have gotten it. But it's not really something I collect, but it was kind of fun to find. Kind of like what I mentioned earlier, like it's just sometimes fun thrifting because it's like a walk down memory lane, or you're just seeing, it's just fun to see these things in person, you know? So that cake stand, you know, was $19.99, and even with the 20%, it's not something I collect. But then, funny enough, when I'm at Goodwill, I find the coordinating canisters. So let me know in the comments if you collect these too. I know they're a bit of a collectors, and so you guys, all of them are in here. I'll show you in just a second. They were $7.99 too. Can you see the price? I don't know if it's zooming in. So it was $7.99 for all 4 of them. So I kind of felt like, I was like, Jen, will I use these? I don't know if, you know, maybe I will. It's just one of those things that I kind of glad I have. So let me show you all of them. So that was the flower one. Maybe I will. But I knew if I did not get these, I might be mad at myself. So then there's the sugar container. You know, these definitely, if you go online too, have a bit of a value. So I said, I'll just get it and I'll think about what I want to do. Maybe I'll use them on I don't know what I'm going to do. This is one of those things I don't know. I just knew if I didn't get it, I would be mad. And then this one is, I didn't even go through all of them, honestly. So this was the coffee. And then, so there's the flour, sugar, coffee, and tea. For $7.99 for the whole set. Sometimes I see just the one would maybe be $7.99. But to find the whole set of these for $7.99, I did it right. You would do it too, wouldn't you? Let me know. Would you have done the same thing? Like just get it, even though it's not maybe something I decorate with and that doesn't go with my theme. I kind of felt like if I didn't, I would be mad at myself. Or it'd be one of those things like I mentioned, like I'm going to stew and think about and then be mad that I didn't get. So here again, the sugar one, putting them back together. So let me know what you think. I kind of felt like I needed to just get them. and be happy that I have them to have in my collection. I have a lot of different tins. I have like the campfire tin and stuff like that that I've collected. Maybe I don't use all the time, but you need it in display or who knows. For $7.99, like I'm like, why are you even thinking about it? Like, get it. You know, so back to be that it was the whole thing. And I know that these are a bit of a collector's. And then I just saw earlier that the cake stand that was $19.99. I said, just get them. You'll be happy you did. I won't lose any sleep that I didn't get them. So that was my final find. Again, let me know in the comments if you collect these tins too, because I know they're a bit of a collector. So I had to get them, $7.99. So anyways, you guys, that was quite a haul from this week. Lots of fun treasures. I'm so excited to get my cake stand, so we'll do that. We'll put this out so I can show you how that looks. I'll show you it against the plate rack that I have.
Here is the thrifted plate stand next to the plate rack. I like how they kind of, you know, work together. So I'm going to put the plate stand on this table along with some of my thrifted false craft plates. So it's a great way to display those too. And then I'm just going to swap a few things out here on the table. Add this basket that I just thrifted, the candle holder, also the bowl. So just a great way to kind of just swap a few things out on this table too.
So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite piece I found. I'm making sure, I keep looking around making sure I didn't forget anything. What your favorite item that I found today was. So this was so much fun. Lots of things for Thrifty Friday. Let me know what you are thrifting for in the comments too. Make sure you're also following me over on Facebook and Instagram at Mother Time, where I'm sharing lots of things behind the scenes and stories and, you know, videos here and there too. You can also check out my blog, mothertime.com. And most importantly, if you are not subscribed to my channel yet and you enjoy Thrifty Fridays, and if you love home decor and crafting, which will be featured on Mondays, and if you like meal planning, cooking, and meal prepping, which is on Wednesdays videos, make sure you hit that little subscribe button so you never miss a video. Hit the little bell so you're notified when a new video comes about. I really appreciate all of you here. You guys are just a real blessing to me, and I always have fun chatting with you guys too, in comments and too. So your comments always mean so much to me as well, and I'm so happy you enjoy these weekly thrifting videos too, because they're so fun showing you all of these fun treasures I'm finding. So, you know, get out there, go thrifting. Let me know what you're finding too. I'd love to know. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys very shortly in the next video. Bye guys.